What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Rear Naked Locks. We're going to go through the Atlanta card, Usman versus Buckley. We're going to give you guys our picks, and we're going to go fight by fight to give you guys the best value that we can. So let's go ahead and jump off to our results from last week. Me and Henry did pretty good. The Rhinoceros had like a bad night in the office, but he did pick dogs, though. He did pick dogs.
Yeah, I mean, if you followed just our picks, you would have had a good week. We got a couple good dogs. Got Gustafsson and Waldo. I mean, Rhino for picking dogs did pretty good. Rhino's be taking a hiatus until he stops, until his work schedule gets in order. But for now, it's going to continue as just two.
Yep. So let's go ahead and jump into the first fight. All right, first fight we got Demopoulos versus Horth. I'm gonna be honest, both aren't good fighters. Horth being minus 450 is a little steep in my opinion. So I say you bet the over on this fight, but if I had to pick one, it's gonna be Horth. Demo's coming off 2 losses. You know, she's a sub or bust. Her striking isn't really that good.
Yeah. I mean, she puts a lot of volume, but it's like no damage. I just think she's too small for the division. Like if it does like a atomweight division, should be good, but she'll be too small here. Horth should be able to bully her around. Horth should be a safe pick, but I mean, minus 450 in a low level women's fight is pretty sketch.
Yeah, bet the over if fight goes the distance.
Yeah, straight up. Next up, this should be a good fight. We got Phil Rowe against Loosa. I feel like Phil Rowe should be a lot better than he is because he's got all the skills. He's a good grappler, a good striker, but sometimes he's like super low volume, and that's where like he ends up losing the decisions. I mean, he hasn't won one decision in his career, so that it's hard. It's pretty much finish or bust for him. And Loosa, he's pretty low volume too. He's coming off that freaking that sketch no contest against Brian Battle where he got poked in the eye.
He took a way out.
Yeah, it definitely felt like he took a way out. But he's definitely super skilled. Just because Rowe hasn't won a decision in his life, I have to pick Loosa here. But I'm rooting for Rowe. But Loosa's my pick.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Henry on this one and pick Loosa. I mean, Rowe's on a 2-fight losing streak, and then within that time frame, he also lost to Craig Jones in that grappling match. I mean, like he jumped off the wall into a triangle. So my boy's been taking L's everywhere. But they don't see a finish, to be honest. I feel like bet the over again, or fight goes a distance. If there's a finish, it's gonna be Rowe. But I have Loosa by decision.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a safe pick. 0-4 in decisions. It's just the fight's favorite to go distance to minus 240, and this guy hasn't won a decision in his life. You got to pick Loosa.
Yeah. All right, next up, we got Sticky Ricky Simone versus Smotherman. Another last-minute replacement fight. That's been a tail of the tape for the last couple cards, last-minute replacements. And to be honest, like me and Henry were talking off camera, and like the last-minute replacements, they just haven't been getting it done. So my first leg of my round-the-world parlay is going to be Sticky Ricky Simone. I have him piecing up Smotherman. I feel he's a better grappler. The volume's there, and Smotherman's coming off like very short notice. So like that's my pick, Sticky Ricky. You feel that, Henry, or like you're going against that?
Nah, I feel it, man. I mean, freaking. I just feel like the way that the Simone's pressure is gonna be too much for Smotherman. Smotherman's like doesn't put out enough volume. He backs up against the case sometimes. He plays right into Simone's hand, and cardio wise, I think Simone's gonna dominate. I wouldn't be surprised if Simone finds a submission victory here, but just to be on the safe side, give me Simone by decision, but it should be a dominant victory.
Yes, parlay Simone in the over or Simone by decision.
Yeah,
he was plus 350 on like the first fight he was in the UFC, and like he clutched it, but I don't think he's gonna clutch on this one. So first leg on the road parlay, Sticky Ricky money line.
That's good. That one should be free. Next up, we have Cody Durden versus Jose Ochoa. This should be a good fight. I feel like this would have been a good fight a couple of years ago when Durden was in his prime. I feel like he's now he's 34. He's slowing down a lot. Ochoa, I mean, he's 0-1 in the UFC, but he lost to Leonard Kavanaugh, and that was a good performance. He was able to stuff takedowns. He was able to land a takedown himself. His output is he puts out a ton of output, and if he stays on the feet, I think he could catch Durden here or just put enough damage in there just to make it a clear decision victory.
Yeah, like I'm about to go with Henry again with the Ochoa bet. I mean, he lost to Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh's no slouch, so Kavanaugh's definitely someone to look out for. Like, so, like that's not a loss to hold against him. You know, dude's a monster. And Durden, honestly, like he's lost. I think like 3 of his last 4. You know, I just don't think he's really that good. You know, like unless he smothers him, like I don't really see him having a path to victory. So I have Ochoa by decision. You know.
Yeah, I mean, even if he does land the takedowns, his card has been looking super sketch lately. He slowed down in that Bruno Silva fight, and that's how Bruno Silva was able to get him out of there. And you losing to Bruno Silva in 2025, I think you're done for.
Yeah, and then fucking Joshua Van with that body work on him. You know, like dude's durable, but you know, like I just don't see him having a path to victory against Ochoa.
Yeah, straight up.
All right, next up we got Wellmaker versus Moutinho. Welcome back, Moutinho, the GOAT. No, I'm kidding. Nah, like dude got knocked out by a 40-year-old Argentinian and then got cut and then went on a 5-fight win streak, all finishes in a different organization. But I was doing a deep dive on his wins, bro. Like 0-2, 0-5, 0-1. His last victory was like a guy that was like 30 and like 21 or something like that. So like, you know, after the mix incident, like I hold no wins outside of the UFC to much value. And I feel like Moutinho's there to get tagged, and Wellmaker's there to finish him. So you know, like I got Wellmaker decide the distance.
Yeah, straight up. This is a homecoming fight for Wellmaker. He's from Atlanta. I think the UFC is just trying to get that for a showcase knockout, and Moutinho's a punching bag. I wouldn't be surprised if Wellmaker knocks him out in 1. I mean, maybe because Moutinho is slightly durable. I mean, I think his durability is overrated, but Wellmaker should get him out of there unless he's playing with his food. But regardless, he dominates this fight.
Yeah, definitely. Dude's minus 2,000. So if you're gonna bet Wellmaker, just bet him by KO or like inside the distance, probably get better value.
Yeah, or just take the under. You know,
Yeah.
maybe he slips on a Ben outfield. But he'll dominate this. Next up, we got Michael Chiesa versus Mcgee. It's another fight where like maybe if it was a couple years ago, it might be competitive, but Mcgee got dominated on the mat by freaking what's that dude's name? Alex Morano.
Yeah.
And Michael Chiesa is a way better grappler than Morano. I don't think Chiesa finishes him with the sub, but he should be a lot stronger here. Hold the positions, should be a dominant wrestling decision for Chiesa. And even on the feet, I don't think Chiesa's all that bad compared to Mcgee. Mcgee's not dangerous at all. He's had 1 finish, and that was like probably like 10 years ago, probably. This dude is, I don't know. He's done for. Give me Michael Chiesa by domination.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Chiesa too. We got, you know, Ultimate Fighter alumni, but you know, I was looking at the stats, like Mcgee, like another fighter that's like 3-4, 3 losses. You know, like there's just 2 old dudes, you know, like on the tail end of their career, you know, just a fight to get it out of their contract. But push comes to shove, I got Chiesa. Just bet Chiesa in the over. Like if he gets a sub, it's probably gonna be like in the later rounds, you know.
Yeah. Should be. I think Chiesa's just, even though he's 37, he's making improvements, and Mcgee's not. So that's the logic there.
All right, next up we got Craig and Bellato. This is my second leg of my around the world parlay. I got Bellato. Craig, dude, I think he's there for a check, bro. Like he's there to get stiffed, and like he's old and washed. He's submission or bust. I have Bellato by knockout, bro.
Yeah, so Craig is 1 win at 185. It was a good win against Andres Muniz, but I mean, Muniz has been a super decline lately, so it could just be a Craig caught him on the way out. Besides that that 1 win against Muniz, he hasn't won at all at 185, and he's looked terrible. He went the distance with Bonickel, but Bonickel don't have power like Bellato does. Unless Bellato busts a Jamal Hill and jumps to his guard, it should be a quick finish for Bellato. Vicious KO. Craig can't take anybody down, so unless you're following him to the ground, and there's no path to victory for Craig.
Yeah, dude. I think honestly, Craig probably gets cut after this fight. He's lost 5 out of his last 6. So like, you know, just Bellato just do him a favor and just send this dude packing.
Yeah. Hey man, he wins against Ankalaev and Hill. That's solid, but I think he's well past that time. Next up, we got Menifield versus Sai. I mean, this fight, when I first started thinking about it, I thought it was a sketch odds for Sai. But the more I looked at it, the more I looked into it, Menifield has nothing for this guy unless he knocks him out. Which I don't think Menifield has that one punch KO power, which you would assume he does. He's so freaking massive. So I should be able to outwork him on the feet, and if he gets him down, it's going to be complete domination on the mat. He's minus 600 for a reason. Menifield has nothing for him. He likes plotting forward slowly. He likes backing up against the cage. He's massive. That's all he has.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with size as well. Menifield definitely he's just there to be big, bro. He's just super dense, but he literally has nothing for him. Like size, well rounded, has a lot of finishes, subs as well. It goes to the mat, side wins on the feet, side wins. And then Menifield, just like the rest of these guys, bro, like he's 2-3. He's got knocked out twice in 3 fights, bro. You know, he's definitely on the decline. So I have Sai. He's every bit of minus 600. So sign the over, or like, you know, Menifield's been getting knocked out. So Sai inside the distance could be the play as well.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the over 1.5 might be a good look, just because if Sai does play the grappling game, Menifield, he is big, so he's a little harder to take down. So you might have to work to get him down, and maybe finishes him like late round 2, round 3. You know.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, the over and him will probably get better odds like that.
Yeah. But anyways, we got Sai as our pick. Yeah.
All right, next up we got Cody Brundage versus Abdul-Malik. Malik is a significant favorite at minus 725, and I believe he's gonna run through Brundage, bro. I'm not a fan of Brundage. You know, he's had a couple good outings, a couple bad outings. Very hot and cold. You know, I just think Malik's gonna do it to him, bro. I have him money line, or I could even see a late finish, but I think money line is probably the safest bet. But at minus 750, like 725, like there's really not a lot of value, you know.
Yeah. It's like I feel like Abdul has he hasn't cleared everywhere. I want to root for Brundage just so he won me a lot of money in his last fight by knockout, but man, it's like when the going gets tough, he crumbles, man, and just. I don't think Mansoor has like that good of a chin. He's been hurt a couple times, but I don't think Brundage is the one to do it to him. Mansoor should be able to get him out of there. I don't think he knocks him out quickly. He probably takes his time with it. He has low volume. I think later in round 2, round 3, maybe he's able to land the takedown and he gets a TKO win.
Yeah, definitely. Like all these super favorites, like they don't really have like I don't really see them going out super early. So I feel like parlaying them and the over 1.5 probably get better value like that, you know.
Yeah, because Brundage, I mean, he has a chin. He crumbles when his cardio gives out on him. You know. But yeah, over 1.5 probably the play here plus 130. But we no bets here. We just go Brundage KO. Cody Garbrandt against Hani Barcelos. Man, I feel like a lot of people are going to pick Barcelos just because he looked good against Talbot in his last fight, but he puts out no damage, and I feel like Garbrandt's a way better wrestler than Talbot is. I mean, Barcelos is a Brazilian champion in wrestling, but I feel like this fight should be a lot closer than it is. It's hard to pick Cody Garbrandt in 2025, but it should be competitive. I wouldn't be mad if he chose Cody Garbrandt as in this fight. Barcelos is 38 years old. Garbrandt, fight-wise, is probably 38 years old too, even though he's way younger. Honestly, like just because I want to mix it up, give me Barcelos money line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got my boy chilling with the boys. I got Cody by late finish or just money line. Just probably go money line since he's the underdog. But like you said, like Cody doesn't really lose a lot of decisions. Like last decision he lost was against Rob Font, but he's be killed, bro. And I don't think that Barcelos is gonna kill this guy. So I feel like he can nullify the takedowns and land that big shot. Because like we were there live when Barcelos beat Talbot, and I was in disbelief. But like, no way, dude's 38. You know,
Yeah.
Out sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm rooting for Cody, but I can't pick him in 2025. So give me Barcelos money line, but I hope Cody wins this fight.
All right, next up we got Edmund Shabazyan versus Petroski. I got Edmund. Petroski's like, heavy wrestler. He's been on the decline recently. But I'm not gonna lie, like Edmund's Achilles heel is that wrestling, that pressure. But I just feel like a gut feeling like Edmund's gonna tag this dude, bro. He's gonna tag him early and get him out of there. Like I don't see this fight going to decision. If it does to go to decision, it's because Petroski's just cross sniffing for 3 rounds, bro. But there's definitely this to be seen on Edmund's side.
No, that's for sure. I feel like Petroski, like he's on a little bit of a win streak, but like this dude is freaking sloppy. He trips over his own feet. He knocked himself out going for a takedown. I was like, this dude is super sloppy, and against a sniper like Edmund, I think it should be an easy night for him. Quick KO round 1. Honestly, I hope Edmund doesn't let me down because this dude, this dude's a masapan, bro. He crumbles sometimes.
Yeah.
But he's way younger. He's got to go with the younger fighter, man, to win. According to the stats, he wins 60% of the time. So give me Edmund money line, Edmund by KO.
Yep.
And then next up, we have Rose Namajunas versus Miranda Maverick. I feel like Rose has been getting like the same style matchup in her last like 3-4 fights. So, like she's shown that she can beat these girls. They might be able to take her down once or twice, but she gets back up every single time and she outworks him on the feet. I don't think this is gonna be any different. I feel like they're giving Rose easy matchups. They're trying to push these up and comers, but Rose still got it. I think she's dominates this fight. She beats her on the feet, and if she wants to work the jiu-jitsu on the mat, she can also work the jiu-jitsu on the mat.
Yeah, like I'm gonna have to agree with Henry on this one. The final leg of my round world parlay is Rose. She comes out to that Lithuania flag, so he's the last one on my pick. I feel like this is like another Tracy Cortez, like up and comer. And then she's just gonna show that there's levels to the game, So I have her by decision. Don't really see a finish here unless like they're playing the jiu-jitsu match, and then Rose can pull off a submission off her back or on top. But Rose in the over or Rose by decision is my pick.
Yeah, straight up. I mean, Maverick, she's had some easy matchups. This ain't one of them. Should be a Rose all day. Yeah.
All right, last up we got Usman versus Buckley at the main event. I'm going Buckley, dude. I mean, I've never thought in a million years that Buckley would be this type of fighter early on, but dude's been on a tear. Dude's been looking nasty. I feel like it's going to be another Buckley versus Covington situation. Like, Usman hasn't won in, like, I don't know, like 3 years or something like that. Dude has no knees. And, like, I just feel like he's going to do it to him on the feet. I don't think this fight's going to go to the ground unless Usman, like, forces his way in there. But I have Buckley inside the distance.
Yeah, I mean, I think Colby Colby was more desperate for the takedowns than Usman's going to be, and even then he couldn't. He took Buckley down once or twice, and Buckley was able to get back up each time. I just don't think Usman in 2025 is going to be fighting like that. He probably looks like Patchy Mix, not shooting any takedowns, just because his knees are so messed up. He might try to play the clinch game, but I think Buckley he should be stronger here. He should be. I'm not sure if he's a better striker, honestly, but he should let go with more power. Give me Buckley. Damn, I want to pick Buckley by KO, but I don't know what round, honestly. I would say round 4, round 5. I think Usman puts up a decent fight, but he gets dominated.
Yeah, it's round 5. I mean, dude, if Usman does it to Buckley, I mean, props to him, but man, I just can't bet on Usman, bro. I just can't. He used to be one of my favorite fighters, bro, but he's just hasn't won since 2021. It's like we just have to be realistic. Like all the true fans, like all the monsters that were like dominating back in the day, like they're just not the same fighters anymore, man.
Yeah, straight up. I mean, I don't think I picked one underdog this whole card, honestly. But stylistically, I just don't see any of them losing. I mean, unless somebody slips on a banana peel or they get caught, so I just don't see it, bro. Like the fighters that are favored on this card, I think they're favored for a reason. But yeah, I mean, we're both on Buckley here. Hopefully we all win some money. But let's get into our parlays and our bets.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Around the World Parlay. If this is your first time watching this is a parlay situation in which we pick 3 different fighters from 3 different parts of the world. First up, we got Bellato from Brazil. We got my boy Sticky Ricky from the United States, and we have the old champ, the future champ, Rowe Namajunas from Lithuania. If you parlay these 3, you get plus 112 odds. All right, so go ahead and follow us on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, and follow us on YouTube clips to get more banger parlays like this. Let's go. All right. Another parlay for you guys to follow. Sticky Ricky and Rose. We calling it the Sticky Rose parlay. Rose Namajunas and Ricky Simone minus 137. Both of these fighters got extremely clear-cut ways to victory. Flood it. Take a loan out, put the house on the line, flood it. Sticky Rose all day.
What's going on, guys? Since the Rhino's on a hiatus, I won't be doing the Rhino Rush parlays. I'm going with the 2 young killers. We got Edmund Shabazyan and Jose Ochoa. They're both fighting guys that are like about 10 years older than them. I think both fighters have a clear path to victory inside the distance. If you want to get fancy with it, you can, or you can parlay them both, take plus 139. But I think both fighters do have finishing upside. Give me Edmund by KO, Jose Ochoa by KO round 2 or 3. But just play it safe, plus 139. Fade it, but you're gonna lose money if you do. So best believe you better match that Rhino Rush parlay. Let's get it.
All right, so last up, we got the play of the week, where we picked 3 for sure locks to parlay for this week's card. We got Wellmaker, Michael Chiesa, and Buckley at minus 113. Wellmaker inside the distance, Buckley money line, and Chiesa money line. Those are the best 3 odds.
Yeah, straight up. I mean, we were gonna play it safe and just pick 2, but hey, why not pick the hometown boy to get a vicious KO over Moutinho? Parlay all 3 of these guys win by domination. But yeah, I mean, we're gonna go 4 for 4 this week. This is gonna be the easiest card of the year. Best believe it.
Yep, all the favorites are gonna win.
Straight up.
Thanks for tuning in to Rear Naked Locks. Go ahead and subscribe to our Twitter, our YouTube, and our YouTube short clips. Our TikTok as well. Comment down below, if you like our picks. Tell us if you're gonna fade us, if you're gonna match us. If you fade us, you're gonna lose money.
Yeah, straight up. If you guys like the Ultimate Fighter, we'll be dropping Ultimate Fighter recap most likely tomorrow. Tune in for that best bets video on Friday. Before we got banned on TikTok, we gave out 2 hitters, so we're gonna keep that going, and we're gonna drop 2 more hitters on Friday. But yeah, let's get it. Let's win some money. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's the Real Naked Locks podcast. We'll see you guys on the next one.
Peace out.